Welcome to Mommy Mayhem. We're 5 moms, me, Ashley, Savannah, Jessica, Hannah, and Kelsey. Mostly first-time moms, with Hannah recently joining the 2-kid club. We created this podcast because motherhood came with a lot more surprises than we were prepared for. And there were so many moments where we thought, why didn't anybody warn us about this? Parenting can be lonely, overwhelming, beautiful, hilarious, and really hard, sometimes all at once. We wanted to create a space where we could share our real experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly, the chaotic, and the downright unbelievable. Between the 5 of us, we've navigated pregnancy challenges, feeding struggles, postpartum emotions, being far away from family, and yes, every single one of us had a C-section. Mommy Mayhem is a place to laugh, to cry, to vent, and to feel a little less alone. It's where we come together to talk honestly, support each other, and remind anyone listening that you are not failing. You're just parenting. Whether you're a mom, a parent, or just trying to survive this season of life, you're welcome here and you're not alone. Hi, welcome to Mommy Mayhem. I'm your host, Ashley, and today I'm here with the lovely Kelsey, and we have a special guest appearance, one of our co-hosts, Hannah Jill, made it. How are you,
The lovelier Hannah.
Yay!
The sexiest, skinniest.
Skinty.
Skinty. It's me. Hi.
Hi.
I'm part of the hi gang. Just so you all know.
We're all hi here.
Yeah, I'm Ashley's sister-in-law, but more like sister. And Kelsey's my cousin. Here's the deal. Y'all are just family. Like, I've been a part of this family.
Forever. You've literally been a part of our youngest sister, Emily's.
Yeah.
90% of her life.
My earliest memories, basically. Like, my entire life.
Yeah, you're stuck with us, sucker.
I don't even know if I had memories before I was 14 years old, so my only memories is you guys.
Not a one.
Not even one.
Then they get a little blurry in my early 20s, and then
yeah, just press those ones.
Really fun.
So anyways, I'm just part of the fam. Here I am.
Yes, you are.
I'm happy to join. I was not part of the first 2 episodes because I am the mother of 2, which means
She's
life
busy.
is double busy.
Yes, it is.
And nobody can keep up. Nobody can
Not
keep
without
up.
JJ.
I can't even keep up with my one.
I've always said,
Same.
I have to know from you two. Did you feel like you knew your daughter's personalities in utero, and then it like matches what they're like outside?
A little bit. I could say a little bit. She's super spunky and sassy. And she's hilarious.
She's like side eye. Charlie's got that side eye.
She's trouble, man.
Yeah.
What do you
pigtails? Yeah, is just her whole personality.
What do you feel like Remy's like, Kels?
Yeah.
Rem definitely has some sass to her for sure. She's kind of a, I don't want to say the B word. She's kind of a brat.
Oh, I was going to say bitch.
Oh,
Jody's a bitch.
No, she's not a bitch yet.
She's too little.
But she definitely is like too smart for her own good, and she cries to get her way, and the second she gets her way, she's like,
"Oh yeah,
that's much better." Yeah,
princess. That's what it is.
Spoiled.
The princess of your home. Yeah, that's how first daughters are.
Yeah,
that's
first
how
daughter, first grandkid. First
trouble with a capital T. Trouble.
Yes.
So take a look at Joni. First
grandbaby,
first niece. She knows who she is.
Yeah. I felt like I heard the same like tone and like inflection in Remy's cry that I heard in Joni's, and that's how you know.
Funny.
Yeah, it's very entitled. Yeah.
They're screaming for attention. They're screaming for like, I need to be the only one that's heard. I always said when she was in my belly that she was going to be fiery. Like, I don't know. I thought she was going to be an Aries or I was hoping she'd be an Aries, which is a fire sign.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why I had it in my head that she was going to be fiery. But I was like, I just know this kid. She's going to be a spitfire. Like, she's too hot to handle, too much. She's a biatch.
She's
Love
awesome.
her.
She's awesome.
God,
she's
my
fucking
favorite.
awesome.
She's naughty, though, for sure. She's a little bit.
Yeah. And
Couldn't
then when
have a better
that whole like
first niece.
zero, what?
They couldn't have a better first niece.
No. That whole 0 to like 12 months, her cry was like more like a scream. Like it wasn't really a cry. It was like, I'm screaming, I'm here. Everybody get to my level.
I will do this until I get my way. She's like, I can last way longer than you, bitch. Okay.
Try me.
She's like, I'm not running on a couple hours of sleep. I sleep when I want. You're on my schedule. This is my house now.
Man, she's a good
also
sleeper.
Sounds like my daughter. God, I envy that about JJ. JJ is Joni, by the way, everybody. I say JJ.
JJ
Her
is
name
Joni.
is Joni. I don't know what you're going with in the podcast, but
there's gonna be like
totally
way too many names.
I know. I've really tried to think of just Charlie, so that I'm not like, here's 12,000 names. No, but that baby always slept. She's a good sleeper. She is. Love that.
Yeah, y'all struggle. Y'all. I say
gets
y'all
FOMO.
like I don't have a newborn.
Yeah, wait. You're back in the trenches, baby.
I know. It's so funny. I actually do that in a lot of like scenarios where I'm like, I'm a seasoned mom. I have a toddler. Like, she's basically a teenager. I don't even know that life. And I'm like, literally, he's like clinging on my tit.
Just
my God,
dangling.
He's dangling. I'm like, oh, you. No, that's like actually second child syndrome.
Man.
Like, you just kind of forget about him.
Ask Henry.
He hasn't forgotten.
And Katie. They're both the second, third child.
Yeah. Will be forgotten.
Will be.
You're like, I don't know that life. Oh, also, I call Ashley
I'm
Sha.
first.
She's Sha
Yes,
to me.
I'm also Sha.
Yes.
Sha or Sha.
I didn't know when we started this if I should say that I'm Sha or Ashley, because everybody on here calls me Sha. So, I mean, I'm fine with that.
Once we become rich and famous, the listeners will know you as Sha.
Please follow us at Mommy Mayhem. Oh,
ooh, that's a nice plug.
Yeah, shameless plug.
Ooh,
I don't even care.
I mean, that is why we're here.
That is. Well, and to
it's
just
Mommy
hang out
Mayhem.
with each other.
Yes, actually, it is. I have, started to look forward to weekly just sessions of, shooting the shit
Therapy.
and commiserating. But the blind leading the blind out here. But it is nice to know that, like, I'm not the only one who's going crazy.
I'm still a teen mom. I have 2 kids, and I'm a teenager.
It's scary.
Yeah,
it's scary. They just let you do it. Like, you didn't.
I didn't have to sign any
training.
Like, they didn't get my signature. They got Henry's signature for something.
Anna, they let you walk out with 2 babies too.
They let me walk out with 2.
Yeah.
You have another one after the first one.
That just reminded me, at some point I have to tell the story about me breaking out of the hospital while I was admitted pregnant in the middle of the night, and then I got catcalled. Okay, it'll probably come up when I share Howie's story of how he came to be, but
do you want to give a little share about Howie boy and your journey to get Howie boy?
Yeah, just about Howie. Like, Joni was easy. She's out of the picture.
Everyone.
Do you want to? Why don't you give us?
Baby.
Why don't you give us a quick rundown of Joni?
Okay. Quick synopsis. I mean, she literally could take like 5 minutes. She's so easy. Such a fun time in my life. What was that? 2022.
22.
Yeah.
And she was a I was gonna say mistake. I should say accident. Both. This is a terrible platform for me because I just like am gonna lay it all out there.
Oh, this is good.
Nobody should be listening. Okay.
My mom also tells me I'm a mistake. I mean, a surprise.
No.
The accident.
You're the only reason for
Blessing in
any of us.
disguise.
I started this family, okay?
You sure did.
Yeah.
The fastest swimmer.
Yeah, my husband wouldn't be here if you weren't here.
You're welcome.
Holla.
And I'm sorry. No.
You didn't ask to be born.
Don't be sorry.
Okay, sorry. Go with JJ.
Anyways, similar to your parents' conception, I don't really remember conceiving Joni.
Beautiful.
Not that we were drunk, not that we were under any sort of inhibition. Nothing
no
like
wine
that.
Had been had.
We were sleeping, and I don't know how I woke up pregnant, truthfully speaking. But I took a test. I took a few tests, and all of a sudden, Joni Jane is in my tummy. So, okay, I had a smooth pregnancy, aside from the fact that I was nauseous the entire time, so nothing was smooth about it.
It was worst.
Yeah, but that was like the worst of it. I had a really dreamy, like labor experience and birth experience. I know not everyone gets that, and actually a lot of people don't really get that. They come out of the hospital like having trauma, and yeah, raise your hand.
Hi.
I'm in this club.
This
club. No, I literally like left with my child in my arms, telling people that that was like the most beautiful experience I've ever experienced in my life, and that I was like I literally I think became addicted to like giving birth after that moment. I was like, I could do this again. Like
sign me up for 12 more.
Let's do it quicker this time. Like skip 9 months.
Trying to time if she can be the quickest delivery.
No, it was like such a like adrenaline rush. Like that was the best day of my life. I will tell you, like after marrying Henry, after having 2 kids now, after I have 2 dogs, about a home, like bar none, best day of my life was delivering Joni into this world. Like how could it not be? Like you guys had to have experienced like the first moment where you like look at your child and you're just I did that. Like I know we're all C-section births, but the second that you see your kid, you're like, oh, it's
that's
addicting.
Why I'm here. I just remember them lifting her over the curtain, and I just saw her hair, and I was like, "Holy shit, is that my kid?"
You told me about that hair.
Like I know it's been a while since I shaved, but dang.
Am I okay? I remember when they took her out, and then Josh says he saw my organs for a second there when they were shoving them back in.
Cool.
And then I was like,
were they cute?
Go to our baby right now. So I was like, don't lose sight of her. Go to her right now. So I made him leave me and go over to watch her get cleaned off.
Funny, because I was on the other side of the fence. They actually told us with Howie, because Howie was my C-section baby, not Joni. That Henry had to choose between, because they were gonna almost immediately take him to the NICU. Like we knew that was gonna be a almost immediate thing.
Just because yours was higher risk, that it was like too many hands in the area for him to go back and forth.
The procedure itself wasn't higher risk. Like they were performing it like a normal C-section, but because he was premature, they said he's going straight to the NICU. You basically have to choose between staying with your wife or your newborn son.
That's his worst nightmare.
Please good luck.
Tell me what's a worst nightmare.
What did he do?
He didn't respond until he didn't say anything. He's like, I'll just make a game time decision.
Yeah. He's like, Hannah, what do I do?
Great answer. Yeah.
Neither.
I think he needed to like assess the like risk of like if like I was in some sort of critical condition, or if he was in some critical condition, then he would have known that. But no, I got like one glance at my little baby boy, and then Henry and him were out the door, and I was like Woody on the side of the bed. Anyway. Is that right? Okay. Okay, back to Joni. Okay, so we had a beautiful vaginal birth. I guess I'm the only one who can like sort of speak towards like what a vaginal birth is like.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
think that'll
not
be a good episode.
No,
when
I'm
we
not
talk
ever
about
gonna
C-sections
honestly
and
do
vaginal.
that because anytime I think about like Joni's like birth and pregnancy, and now that I've like experienced everything that Howie's got going on, I'm like,
Yeah.
don't be a little bitch. Like, she was easy. That was nothing. But I will still advocate for like vaginal birth or C-section birth. It's all beautiful. It's all hard. It's all beautiful.
It's all hard.
Yeah.
It's all hard.
It's all beautiful. That's a good way to put it.
Everything sucks.
Birth is birth.
Honestly.
Until you see your baby. And then that moment you're like, ooh, I could do this
Worth
again
it.
and again.
That, yeah.
Worth
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
That beautiful
I was
baby.
like, just give me that baby.
Did
hold
Remy
Yeah.
come with hair? I can't remember.
She had a little bit, but nothing crazy. She had eyebrows. That was super cool. She like came
Hello.
out and she was like, "Hello world. Here's my perfectly shaped eyebrows."
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
love
So,
that for her.
Yeah.
I just had my salon appointment in utero.
Yeah.
So if you could coordinate and set that up for
She's-
outside.
I know. She's like,
womb.
I didn't want
Where
to
your
come out
heartburn
for
was.
36 hours because I was getting ready for my debut. And she
She
looked
knew.
great.
You look great.
Gotta give her that.
Oh, so cute.
She had a little bit of hair. And then she's getting fuzzier now. Like, it's fun to
Cute.
see her hair's growing. I think she's gonna be a little blondie. Like the
For
little
sure.
fuzzies
Love it.
peeking through are pretty blonde. So
Blonde.
oh
You
yeah,
are super blonde.
super
You've
blonde
always
as a
been
kid.
blondie.
Yeah.
Like
No,
little
she'll be
towhead.
blonde.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's what's cool too is I'm slowly watching her morph into me.
Mm-hmm.
When she came out, she looked exactly like Ryan, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Mhm.
I just spent 10 months growing this human being. She has the audacity to come out looking like
Mhm.
that.
I think I
The
said that
man who
too.
did this to me.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
I feel that.
So
You
I
had
was like,
such a
distraught.
distinct look though, as like a kid, you and your brother both. Like
yeah.
very
Yeah.
distinct looking kids. I was
Mhm.
just expecting her to like be a spitting image of that.
There's
I
something
think-
about the How genes. All those babies just come
Oh,
out
yeah.
looking like a How baby.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's very satisfying too now because I think she's gonna hold on to the lighter eyes, and
Ugh,
then her
love
hair
it.
is getting
Mm-hmm.
blonder. So my hope is that by the time she's like 1 or 2, she'll start to look like how I looked in my baby pictures. And
Ew.
yeah, it's kind of nuts too because if you look at like my baby pictures and then baby pictures of my mom and then baby pictures of her mom, we have just been like copy pasting for
I
generations.
love that. Thank God you're all
So-
so cute.
Yeah,
For
it
a
helps for
reason.
sure.
Oh,
Yeah, I was nervous because
Copy-paste.
Ryan has like dark hair and dark eyes, and he's got all of the like dominant genes, and I have all the
Mhm.
recessive ones. But I'm pretty strong-willed,
Ooh,
so
science
Damn right.
nerd.
yeah,
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're super sciencey over
Smart.
here at Mommy Mayhem. Smart.
Quota.
Smart.
Yes.
Nurses and doctors did me dirty because as I was like delivering Joni, they kept saying like whatever they say when like they can see the baby, like they're rounding or something, like I
Oh,
can't remember what they're
crowning.
saying. Crowning. And they're
Ooh.
like, here comes her hair, here comes her hair. She comes out, baldest baby I've ever seen.
Until Howie.
Oh, they were like, guess what the color is? I was like, I don't know.
Skin,
Tell me?
color.
color?
I'm
What?
not playing some game right now.
Is
Trying
it
to
a
breathe through a
yeah?
push.
Like, is it a trick question? If I get it wrong, are you not gonna hand me my
Literally.
baby?
That's the test.
I was thinking they like subconsciously knew that like we didn't really want a redheaded baby because I have red in my family. And not that I
Oh.
didn't want a redheaded baby. It was just like I just thought she would look like me and I was blonde as a baby. So I was like, are you trying to tell me that she's red? Like, what are you trying to tell me here?
Where are we going with this?
I was convinced Charlie was going to come out with blonde hair, and I did have hurt feelings for a minute. He came out with black hair or brown hair like her dad. I was like, but
yeah,
you know, now it's like coppery. There's some blonde in it. We're not sure what color it is. It changes on day to day.
Yeah, it's cool to see. I'm excited to see how they all like grow up. Like even Savannah's daughter, she came out with pretty dark hair, and now it's getting lighter. And I think there's a little bit of copper in there too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
So cute.
If she holds on to the green eyes, she might look more like Savannah, like as she gets older.
Oh, cute.
Love that
she
for
has
her.
Savannah's face. She's so cute.
She is.
I die for all our babies.
I know. I'm so happy that they're
such good babies.
Yes,
Sorry.
there's
no shame.
We're just blowing smoke up our own ass at this point. No, they really are all so cute, and I'm just really glad that they're starting to look like all of us because I think we deserve that. We put
just a little
hard work into growing these babies. Every time somebody is like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute," I'm like, "Thank you. I worked really hard on her."
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll die on this hill though. Ryland is a spitting image of Jess.
Yeah,
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I've never seen
Davey.
Totally.
Not even once.
Sorry, Davey.
Sorry, Dave.
No, I would have to agree.
Davey, you can teach him your ways, but you can't. Those looks are all natural from your mama.
Yeah.
Cutie patootie, man.
Yeah.
We love it. We love to see it.
Where did I leave off? I can't remember.
Your vaginal birth was perfect.
That's what Joni calls it. Joni
vajayjay.
calls it now a vajayjay. Yeah. You guys, toddler life is nuts.
I'm not prepared.
She's like at the age where she's like catching me in my BS. Like,
you're like, dang.
Yeah. Like, I took her to the grocery store the other day and I was walking and I put my cart. Normally I don't do this. Like, this is not my personality. I always bring the cart back to the little zone, wherever it's supposed to go.
Didn't.
Well, I had to park us we went to like the pizza shop afterwards, so I had to like park us over by like in a different area. Like there was no like return zone in sight. And I just like left the car because I had to carry her too. Like I had to carry her. So I left the car in like the corner and she's like, "Mom, that's not where that goes."
You're not going to put that back?
Mm-mm.
I was like, never taking you again.
Yeah,
do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
JJ.
So anyways, that's her. She's been ferocious ever since day -0. Like her cry literally was like, her cry from the second she came out was like screechy, like it had
I just remember taking her to restaurants and literally she just screams. Like screaming at people, but just screaming in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Tony, you're fine.
That girl's been hurt in a past life.
You will know when Joni arrives.
Mm-hmm. Well, if she's not an Aries, what is she?
A Taurus.
Oh.
Which is
I don't know enough about
an air sign?
I don't know.
I don't know. Tauruses are cool. Apparently they like their opposite compatibility is Gemini, which is what I am.
Oh.
So this is going to be a really fun working mother-daughter relationship.
I'm sure.
We're gonna do a baby swap when they're teenagers because I know Charlie's gonna give me a run for my money. So
I already know I'm going to be more compatible with Charlie than I am with my own daughter.
Swapping. And Joni and I are fire and fire. Well, fire and air.
Fire and fire. Charlie and air, probably air and air.
She's a Sagittarius. Is that water? I don't know.
Oh,
yes. No.
She's a Saggy.
Mm-hmm.
My sweet little
I don't know.
Sag.
Don't trust anything we say on this podcast, honestly.
Yeah. We should let everybody know we don't research
no
or verify.
We don't prep anything.
We're just here to shoot shit.
You have 3 blondes sitting amongst you.
With wine.
With wine.
Yes, our legal department says we have to preface our legal by saying, if you take any of this to heart, that's on you. Okay.
I took a shot before this episode.
It was your first one. You had to loosen up a
loosen up. Get ready.
Goosey, baby.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'm drinking the OG. I just like the label Oregon Grove. Is it Oregon or Oregon? Anyways,
Oregon.
It's fabulous.
I cannot stand when people say Oregon.
Okay,
I'm sorry, that's real?
So I just don't know. Oh, yeah.
Oregon?
There was a different podcast I was listening to, and they kept saying Oregon, and I was like, what are they talking about? Isn't it just Oregon?
Ew.
But, I don't fucking know.
Never heard of that place.
Cancel them.
Oregon, for sure. Oregon.
Did you guys know the town in Colorado that formerly Buena Vista is actually pronounced Buena Vista?
And I hate that too.
I hate everything about that.
I say that right ever.
No one expects us to. No one expects us.
Don't get that from me.
It's spelled Buena.
Tell us about Howie.
Yes.
Oh.
Our sweet man. Handsome Howie.
Man.
The
sweetest baby. Ugh, he's the sweetest baby in all of history. Okay, do we have 3 hours?
What?
Okay. This is tough because I don't know how much I want to just unload in shot number 1.
We'll go take another shot and come back. Oh.
I know, I've only had 1 shot.
Not enough.
I'm strong. I'm doing it. Okay, so Hatman's my second baby, and we also a mistake / surprise.
It's just how it happens.
That's how the best ones are. Yeah.
Hey, I'm on birth control now because we had to lock that. Up. We're
C-section. You cannot get pregnant for a year, people. My doctors did not tell me that.
And that's
not recommended.
Point.
Don't do it.
People do all the time. Of course,
I kind of want to.
Oh, Kelsey!
I'm trying to do Irish twins.
I'm gonna be implanted an IUD in you in the night.
In the night. No, I know it's not recommended, and there are some risks that come with it. So I'm not actively trying. I don't even think I'm ovulating right now, so I'm still breastfeeding. But we're not.
You can still get pregnant.
We're just letting the universe decide.
Okay.
TMI, have you started your period?
Girlfriend.
No.
Fuck you.
Man. I haven't had a period in
I got mine back in 3 months for both kids. First 3 months.
And you're pumping, right?
I'm pumping and breastfeeding. I think they said just because, so with Joni, she started basically sleeping through the night at 3 months old.
Good for her.
So when you start going longer periods without, excreting milk.
Stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can get the hormone whatever back.
And then you start your period.
Yeah. And then with Howie, they said I was so up and down with and all over the place, every which direction with feeding and pumping and whatever, just terrible schedule. Yeah. That they said my hormones are basically just shot, they're ping-ponging everywhere.
Did they give you anything for that to kind of help even things out or
regulate? No, they don't care about you after. Yeah. No, they don't care.
Yeah,
no, I know.
Maybe they do, but
the baby out
internally. When you go for your 6-week checkup at the OB, they're I've got active births to deal with. You're old news.
Right. If it's not an emergency, good luck to you.
I literally always get the on-call doctor too to do my 6-week checkup. And I'm you're literally on call to go deliver babies. You do not care about anything in my life.
Yeah.
I literally made my it was 8-week postpartum checkup with a different doctor because I never wanted to see the doctor that delivered Charlie ever again. And
That
they
sucks.
fucking switched it back to her the day of, and I didn't know. And she walked in the room, and I just gave Josh this look like.
Probably because she like knew. Probably because she knew your birth and like.
Yeah, that is why. But I just never wanted to see her fucking face again.
Although she probably pretended like she hasn't ever seen you for a day in her life.
No, she was like we were best friends, and she was
cool.
not. She did not have bedside manner during my delivery, and suddenly at the 8-week checkup, she was like my bestie. I don't want you to touch my vagina ever again. Get away
You don't
from
get
me.
that privilege anymore.
You've been inside my body, my organs. Get away from me.
Get away from me.
Back to Howie. We're getting distracted.
Yeah. Okay.
Back to Howie. Okay, so he was a surprise pregnancy. We found out I had like the weirdest like inkling. Like I was in the shower one day and I was like, "Oh, I should take a pregnancy test." Like I just feel kind of off. Like I don't normally, like I don't just do that every month. So it was definitely like a hardcore feeling. We definitely were gonna try for a second baby. We were gonna try probably like 4 or 5 months later than when we actually got pregnant with Howie. So surprise, I think Kelsey, you and I were literally pregnant at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Like you announced your pregnancy on that Christmas night, correct?
Yeah,
when we were over
when
at
everybody was
everyone's
like cakeys. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we knew Savannah was pregnant. So I was like, these bitches, like they don't even know what they're getting into.
Bunch of hoes.
Dive over here.
Yeah.
And I had Howie in my belly at the time. Without knowing it.
Did you wait to? Oh, you didn't know at Christmas. You knew after.
I didn't know on Christmas. I knew at like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or like New Year's Day or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like I was definitely like 3 weeks pregnant.
Right behind. Yeah.
That's crazy.
At Christmas time, and then I found out. So nuts. And again, like literally, like I was tracking my ovulation. I was like doing the app. Like we weren't on birth control, but like I was tracking so that we could actively like avoid pregnancy. And apparently I just suck at that tactic.
That's the Kathy Carroll method.
Because it keeps happening.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry.
I will say,
in the worst way.
We have had, there are so many babies in our family. Like you would think by now we would understand how babies are made and how to avoid making one if we don't want one right away.
Fertile bunch.
But here we are.
I'm not a listener. That's my issue. I'm not an active listener.
Well, you couldn't hear us for the first 29 years.
No, that's the other thing. I'm like deaf in one ear, so that doesn't help. So anyways, Howie is conceived and we end up being so excited, even though it meant that I was like gonna miss my best friend's bachelorette party. Not her wedding, but like her bachelorette party. So I was kind of bummed about the timing of it all. Like I was sort of trying to plan around some life things, and then that didn't happen, but we were just like so elated to be having a second baby at the time that we did. We thought that within the timing, like Joni was she was like 2 and a half exactly at that age. So we realized the time that she would start school, Howie, our second baby, would only be like 2 years behind, like 2 age grades.
She was 2.
Grade
I thought she was a little younger.
Behind. When we got pregnant, you're right.
She was about to turn 2.
Yeah, she turned 2.
1.5.
Yeah.
She 1.5?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, because a whole 9 months. Yeah. She was 1.5. Anyways.
Right.
So I was really excited that our kids weren't, because Henry always says, Ashley, that he would have loved to have been like closer in school year with you. He always says that.
We only got 1 year together. I probably could have stayed a 5th year, but you know.
Coulda, woulda, didn't.
No, that would have been cool. That was something I've always wanted to, was if we could have been in school closer together,
Yeah,
that would be
because
fun.
he loved that experience with Katie, and he would have loved to have
Yeah.
that with you too.
We had a good year.
Yeah.
Good.
So I think unless we like end up holding Howie back or something, like I'm pretty sure they'll be like 2 grade years apart, which is really
I love
cute.
that.
Like they get to like grow
Yeah.
up together. So it's
Yeah.
super ideal. And if we would have held off any longer than when we got pregnant, like if we would have held off to the time where we actually wanted to start trying for a second kid, they would have been, I think, 3 years grade difference.
Mm-hmm.
Which isn't a problem, but like
Is that
2
how far
years,
Henry
like
and
you
I
just
are?
get the opportunity. Yeah, you just get the opportunity to be a little closer. So we're super excited. I wasn't as sick with Howie as I was with JJ probably because he was a boy, I would assume. But pregnancy was going great. Yeah, I was like living my best life. I was working a hybrid job, so I got to stay home more than I did with Joni. And then by whatever, like 12 or 13 weeks, we got to find out the gender, and Henry cried at him being a boy. It was so sweet. Just like getting to experience both is like, I think it's like subconsciously what everyone is sort of wanting. I mean, some people don't want that. Power to them. Yeah. I don't know if they're being truthful, but some people don't want both sexes, and I feel like I wanted to like experience both of those things.
I think I'd be the same way.
Oh yeah, we like
healthy baby. Really, I don't give a shit.
No, truly, I would have been like so thrilled to give Joni like a sister, and I would have been so thrilled to like give her a brother and get to experience both of those things. It's when you get into like the ballpark of like I have like 5 kids and they're all boys, and then you go for like another pregnancy.
Yeah.
And you're like, girl,
that's brave and delusional all at the same time. Your odds are not good. Well, I guess your odds are always 50-50, so I shouldn't say that, but I mean,
no,
I feel
your
like
odds are not good.
If you have 5 of the same sex, that's risky to try for.
I know a lot of families with 4. Again. A lot of parents with 4 of the same sex.
I mean,
God bless them.
Sorry, Henry.
God bless them.
God bless.
Because damn.
You know, I have 3 younger siblings, so 4 of us total. Mm-hmm. Henry was the only planned baby, and he was the only boy.
Wow. So
I don't know what that
is. What you will from it.
About
messed up.
Yeah, I will say Rem wasn't necessarily planned either. Like we weren't not
trying. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This
we just didn't expect it to happen.
I want to have a baby. She comes to me one day and she's like, I want to have a baby. And also we have our wedding planned.
And we're like, hey, maybe you should wait. And she's like, nah, fuck it. We'll just see. And find out.
I know. We'll just see. I'm a firm believer in everything happening for a reason in the way that it's supposed to.
100%.
We were not expecting for it to happen so quickly.
I can understand.
Nobody is. Nobody is.
We weren't using birth control, and we were doing the sex. And
honestly, I don't know how to get
I should say nobody is expecting it.
You found out he was a boy.
We found out he was a boy. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then we hit our 20-week appointment.
Scariest appointment
It's
ever.
Scary for everyone. Well, I don't know if it is. Is it scary for you guys who haven't had a baby and you're going into it and you're like, fuck yeah, I get to like I get to like have an hour long like
but it was
session with my ultrasound session.
It's still pretty nerve-wracking because like you go in and you're thinking about like all the testing and what they're looking for, and they're running through like they're literally going to check every single part of your baby. And
that's the thing. I was so naive going into it with Joni, and all I had in my head was like they're counting for like 5 fingers or 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 arms, 2 legs. just like the normal anatomy, like
Yep.
was all I was thinking of. Now that I'm like past Howie's situation, of course, like I'm on social media and like I'm in these communities and I'm like getting connected to people.
Mhm.
All I'm seeing is like women, pregnant women who have some strange diagnosis happen to them in their 20-week anatomy scan. And it is like, it's so many things. There are literally like, I couldn't even tell you, probably like 500 plus diagnoses that they could come up with that could happen to your baby
Yeah.
during that anatomy scan, which is so spooky. It's like
I
so
definitely
many
had a
women,
fear.
like I don't even know the stats, but now like obviously being on the other side of the experience that I'm
Yeah.
at, it makes me feel like so much compassion and empathy towards like so many people are not getting the same type of experience that others are.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
pregnancy is just a scary thing. Like so many scary things
yeah.
can happen in pregnancy. And a lot of us are so lucky to have everything go right.
Yeah.
But there's
It
also
really
like
is a miracle to have that.
it's a miracle these days, but there's a big chunk of women who don't get that story.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think with the 20-week scan, I definitely had a fear of it just because I think there were so many people, like you had said, who had their 20-week scan and they had some rare diagnosis that could be, and it just sent all these, pregnant moms into like panic, and then they have to go see these specialists and they're like, oh no, you're fine. So I did have like a reservation about it. And I mean, it was, they got you, is perfect, but
yeah, I remember going in with JJ and not thinking like anything. Like I just thought like, oh, I get to like see my baby hiccup and like spend more
Move
time
around
looking
a
at
little
her
bit.
on the camera. Yeah, move around. And then they bring us like into a different room and sit us down and they're all stern with us and they're like, we have to tell you that she has a single umbilical artery, which is what we got told in Joni's after.
JJ?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Which they make sound like this whole big thing.
Yeah.
And then, well, no, honestly, you go and look it up and it's like all pretty scary stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's exactly the reason that like the OB team had to like tell me all the stuff around what it was they found, because they didn't want to be like liable for like, or they want to give you all the information that they know, and they don't want to, they just want to, sort of deliver it as like the facts that they know.
So
and
you
go
had
and
your
look it
20
up,
weeks.
and it's scary. And then I'm so sorry, I'm jumping back and
No,
forth
you're
between
fine,
my
you're
kids. So I'm on Joni at the 20-week appointment. They tell me I have this thing with her, like it's not even a condition, it's just like an anomaly sort of, with her umbilical cord, the way that it developed. And they said which umbilical cord is important because it's how you receive oxygen. Oh, pour me up some. Can we get a refill? The umbilical's how I'm not even gonna, like, I don't even know what oxygen, like, blood, nutrients, food, all those things.
Everything baby needs to grow.
They basically said like it could like be received in her body well enough, just as well as a normal umbilical cord. But then the output, like you're supposed to, like, stuff's supposed to come into the umbilical and then it's supposed to come out through the umbilical back into the placenta. And she only had like one vessel, whereas most babies have two vessels in the umbilical to help deliver all the waste or whatever it is back to the placenta. So they like all this scary stuff basically, and they're like, she might have like they're like, first of all, it could be a genetic thing. Like she might have like some genetic condition. You could do all this extra genetic testing if you want to do that. And I'm like, fuck no. And then they're like, she could like be a low birth weight. It could result in like a stillbirth, like all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, you're freaking me out. Yeah. Of course, I get on Dr. Google afterwards and I find some mommy, it's never good. And then I find some like mommy blog posts and they're like, yeah, I got told this bullshit at my 20-week appointment. Everything's fine. And I heard that like story after story after story. So I was like, whew, I can breathe. I'm good. Like she's good. And then of course, like we didn't have any issues with her birth and she's perfect.
Good. Yeah.
And she's fiery and she's beautiful.
Yes, she is.
So that's her. And then back to Howie. We make it to our 20-week appointment. And I'm like, of course, going into the appointment like fearful, like like they're gonna tell me some bullshit like single umbilical artery again, and I'm gonna be scared, and then I'm gonna go research, and then I'm gonna be more scared, and like so like that's going through my head, and we got even worse news than that. They told us he had a neural tube defect, which is something that Henry was pretty familiar with, because Henry, my husband, and Sha, Henry's sister, grew up next to a neighbor kid who had the condition's called spina bifida.
Yes, we did.
And Henry was very, very close with this kiddo. They played sports. They were very good friends growing up for an extended period of time. Years. So he was very, very familiar with this condition when they dropped this bomb on us. I, however, was not. So, of course, like, it's so scary to be in a doctor's office, like a room. And I think people experience this in other ways too, not just like pregnant in an OBGYN office.
Yeah. Do they pull you in a separate room, like their office?
They didn't, but like I was waiting for longer than I should have been. Probably because we asked the lady afterwards, she was a midwife actually, she wasn't an OB. We asked the lady afterwards if she had ever had to deliver this specific news to any families, like if she'd ever dealt with this condition with any of her patients. And she said no. So honestly, I felt for her because I'm like, there's no, like, it's not fun to have to be like the person to also be in this room doing this with us for the first time. In your experience. So it sucks all around. Obviously I'm able to like have this conversation a lot easier now that we're like past the hump. And we have him here and he's so perfect and he's so healthy. So spoiler alert, I'm literally obsessed with my son. Literally obsessed.
Boy mom.
I was just about to ask, do you feel like you are now a boy mom, like how the internet sees boy moms?
Kelsey.
I don't think we'll ever have you be that cray-cray, or Jessica. I think we're fine.
I'll never be that cray-cray, and Jessica, I know, will not be that cray-cray, but there's a weird little itch. Like there's a weird little tingle that I feel that's different than how I feel about my daughter. I don't know what the hell it is, but I am obsessed with the kid.
Look at him.
Not in a weird way.
I know. Not in a weird way. Not in like I'm dating my son like he's my boyfriend kind of.
That's what because that's what I was referring to. Like there's some
I know.
Weird, upsetting boy mom
obsessions.
Yes.
Spoiler alert, I think Sha said that he was twice born. So he had a complicated story to get here. And we call him twice born because he technically was delivered outside of the uterus before being born and was put back into the uterus.
Howie the twice born.
Yeah. Also,
my brother's a huge
boy's
nerd.
hung. I thought you were going to say hung.
He loves Lord of the Rings, so that's where that also.
He's a Viking. He's a warrior.
It sounds like a Viking. Howie twice born.
Howie the twice born.
Howie twice born. That'll be like the theme for his first birthday, I think. That'll be cute.
Twice born. Love it.
Twice born. Some like Renaissance, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Renaissance
Hobbit,
lore.
Renaissance.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Henry's gonna get to wear his sword and his cape.
No, he's fucking cool. Actually, he's such a softie. He has like the
He's
soft,
so
most like
sweet.
genuine, pure, sweetest
Personality.
little demeanor. Yeah, he's so
And
sweet.
his eyes are huge.
Wide
he
open.
just has the little owl eyes. They're just the biggest eyes, and he's so
know.
curious.
I know he's a curious little owl.
Taking it all
so
in.
Cute.
Yeah. I know, like truly, with how much he's been through, it's so, and how much he still goes through. Like he has to wear like all this gear, and like we go to so many appointments where he'd rather probably just be like sleeping on mom at home.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get to do anything that like a normal baby does, and he just like goes with the flow and is like eyes wide open, like, where are we going now, mom?
Yeah, I think you guys though in general are so good about that kind of stuff, so I'm not surprised your kids are. Like, you guys are very go with the flow, chill
Go with
vibe.
the flow until Joni's like screaming in the middle of like the street, and we're trying to like
Queen Joni is done.
get her to move because a car is gonna run her over, or
she could take that car. She's fine.
She could take that car.
For sheer willpower.
Yeah, I always like, we have always been like adaptable and like, let's
you guys really are.
Yeah, like we'll flex the schedule for whatever we have going on.
Especially
now
when
I'm in
it
the
comes
mindset.
To family. You guys are just very
especially when it comes to family,
giving,
of course.
And you're just you guys are really great about showing up and being there for
that
stuff.
benefit though of family like will always outweigh like the schedule and like the internal things that I have going on in my head, where I'm like, but what if this? But like, if we're doing this, then like we're missing this, and it like what I'll drop everything for family anytime.
No, you really do.
I literally
think about that. I mean, when Mally was not
nobody
doing
else
that,
gets
you guys
that.
literally, you and Henry were there in a heartbeat. Everyone it was so grateful. And then
for Auntie's dog.
Auntie's dog. So I saw Joni last weekend, and literally they come in the house, and she walks up to me and she goes, "Auntie Sha, Mally's in heaven now."
Don't hold back,
Joni.
Bitch.
She's like, can we go get my pink lipstick from Yaya's room? And I was like, yeah, let's go. I'm just gonna try on my own, but I'm fine.
I'm just never gonna forget the words that you inflicted me with.
Apparently, she says it to Yaya every time she sees Yaya. Mally's
dang.
Oh, every time.
My mom's like, okay.
Every time.
We're doing great.
She'll find a new thing to talk about eventually.
Oh yeah, I really am. Like, it's
toddlers are notorious.
I hope it's not a person though. Let's hope. Okay, back to Howie.
Yes.
Perfect angel boy. So no. Like, if I had to give one word that described my 2025, it would be fucked. I'm kidding. It would be like fearful. Like, the whole thing was just like living in fear. January, I was like quite literally like enduring the 3 months of like nausea, like first trimester. I started 2025
same.
And then somewhere right around like Mother's Day, we got his diagnosis. And those 2 weeks following that were just like absolute hell for us. Like, we were getting told.
Yeah, chaos.
Like so much researching, so much just like you have so much hope built up for like what this baby is gonna be in your life. For that to all just be like splat, like absolute smashed.
And didn't you have to make a decision pretty quickly on how you were going to move forward?
So that's kind of like the caveat, is I feel like a lot of other families who get difficult diagnoses for their babies probably get like more extended time to think through things.
Yeah.
We had an interesting scenario with his condition, because if they were going to treat him, they had to treat him before I turned 25 weeks gestation.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, so like we got the news. I think I got the news actually at like 21 weeks. I didn't even have my anatomy scan at 20 weeks. They told me to wait an extra week because like the images would be better. So I think I was like
that's
20.
interesting.
I know. I think I was 21 weeks when we did that ultrasound. And so I only had 4 weeks time to like process, grieve, reconsider,
any of that.
make
It was
decisions.
like, make a
No, we
decision and
basically
go.
did all that within 2 weeks time. And it was probably like, honestly speaking, the worst 2 weeks of my life, just because I've never dealt with anything that heavy in my life. Because we had doctors telling us like, you have this diagnosis, this is what his condition is, this is generally speaking what this looks like outside in the real world, and you're probably going to be told by high risk specialist OBs, they might like recommend medically terminating your baby. Which is that,
I can't
like,
even imagine
a lot of people cross that. And and that's just not someone saying like, personally speaking, like I wouldn't, if I were in your position or in your shoes, I would terminate this baby. They're giving it based on a medical recommendation. And so they're like, their license and their medical license and their education's like on the line for when they give that sort of recommendation. Fortunately enough, like we didn't get that from any of our doctors, so that we went into those appointments with the high risk OBs thinking that we were gonna get told that sort of information, and we were so lucky not to have been told that face to face. I know other families in our position who were told like, we medically recommend that you terminate your child. I couldn't even like truly imagine what we would do in that situation.
No.
Well,
you guys were showing up for the 5 minutes that you got to grieve before having to decide what to do.
Well, it's so crazy and stressful too, because you're going into those appointments thinking, could this be the appointment that the doctor is going to recommend that we terminate this pregnancy? And mind you, 20 weeks is halfway through, and it's an anatomy scan, so you can see like they are now
that's a full ass baby.
That's a human. Like they, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm a huge
their baby's
proponent
born and can survive in the NICU, the neonatal ICU, at 22 weeks. 22 weeks, they will take a fetus and keep it alive.
Which is so incredible. I was just saying, like, I'm very pro-choice. I don't know if we're getting like political on this or not.
That's exactly, Kelsey, what we were dealing with in those 2 weeks. And all I have to say is this, because we weren't told, like, we weren't given the medical recommendation to terminate our child, that does not discount any mother who is facing that decision and chooses to move forward with that, with their own personal circumstances. Absolutely in the thick of that, and we chose to move a different direction and go a different way, but it's so heartbreaking and personal, and everything you do has to have, like, everything you do in those sorts of situations has to have your family and your lifestyle in mind. So it's a very personal thing and matter.
I think
will
you guys did a really good job, like, taking your space, and you two as a couple deciding what was the best way for you to move and the best decision for your family, and you guys and JJ and Howie, man, like, you guys thought and were able to I think, at least from my perspective, I don't know if you felt pressure from everyone, but I thought you guys were able to, like, share what you needed to share, but you guys go and figure it out.
We
on
definitely
your own,
made the decision on our own. And we sought out medical we sought out medical guidance
as you could.
Well, thank you.
It's such an impossible situation, and I I'm sure that you didn't feel graceful or anything, but you guys just handled it with such love.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a lot of love there. And I just give you a lot of kudos for everything
That's
you went
really
through.
I think
Yeah.
that's
Impossible
actually
journey. And look
yeah,
at how perfect that
that's
baby is.
I know. That's what I had in mind the whole time is like what decision do I make to love this child the most? Because that's how I felt in that time is how do I do him this, the service of like loving him the absolute most. And that's why we're just trying to weed through decisions of how we're gonna respond to this with him at the utmost priority in our minds. And I
I'm just trying to
think
hold
we
my
made
feels
that
together.
decision correctly, but like I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's never a decision or choice to be made lightly, It's really tough. Like Ashley was saying, you guys really did handle all of this stuff being thrown at you all at once in such a short amount of time. You didn't necessarily have the time to grieve what was going on. What you made the best choice and decision for your family with the love that you have for your son in mind. It's I'm sure having to make a decision like that is never easy. It's a very heavy decision to make.
It's actually like a weight lifted off our chests when we got the news from the doctor that they they would back us, support us, advocate for us in every way in
That's
support
amazing.
of having this baby.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was just like an outside party telling us like have this baby, and it was like it was just echoing like what we already had in our hearts, but obviously you don't like I think every parent wants to have their baby.
Yeah.
Like whatever their circumstances, I think a mother's instinct is to like have and love a baby that they are growing. You just want someone else, especially if you're going through difficult news and diagnoses and whatever. If you're going through difficult things, or maybe the outcomes aren't going to be what you want it to be, like you still want to love that baby, but you want someone else to sort of like affirm that you're making the right decision. No one wants to go into those kinds of decision making scenarios alone.
Yeah. Well, and I don't think you go into it expecting to have to make a decision like that either.
No, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
So it felt like the moment that someone was like on our team, on our side, they were saying, hell yes, have this kid. These kids do amazing in life and their lives are worthy of living.
Absolutely.
Like we were all in. So like there was a shift, there was like a sense of peace, a sense of relief that overcame us. And we were all in. We said, okay, we're having this baby. Everything that we do from here on out, we are going to do with the most knowledge, the most effort. Like we're going to put every ounce of who we are into making our baby's life better and worth living.
Give him the best quality that you guys did too. You guys really
so the timing thing is interesting because there were crazy there's crazy advancements happening in our world where you can literally treat babies in utero where they basically like give the mom, and this is only for like a select amount of conditions. It's the same surgery that they do for fused twins.
Interesting.
Fused twins, or I can't remember what the twin condition's called where they're not fused, but like they're not conjoined.
It was conjoined.
I don't know. They do those surgeries. Like there are.
She said doo-doo. Sorry. Go
I
on.
would imagine there's like 4 like conjoined twin like pregnancies
Scenarios,
in
yeah.
all of the world every year. Probably not many.
Let's fact check that.
Let's
Production.
fact check that. Yeah, in post. Okay. So they do those surgeries. They do heart defects. Heart defects, they'll like operate on little baby fetuses in utero, and then there's some other conditions that I can't think about. Anyways, they operate on spinal conditions, which is what Howie has. Shell, you're raising your hand. Yes.
Yeah. So conjoined twins, it says it depends on where they are actually fused. The specific point of
That
fusion.
makes sense. Yeah.
There's a different kind of
And
twin
I cannot
situation, though.
pronounce those.
So the surgery that I ended up having is called fetal surgery. Some people call it in utero surgery, but it's fetal surgery, where they literally say this can happen at a certain gestational age because they don't want to put your uterus like at risk of literally like rupturing because it's too big, it's too weak, like thinned out, like too weak. So they say 25 weeks gestation is our cutoff for having fetal surgery. And it's just this literal crazy surgery where you go in and you're under anesthesia and they cut open your belly, they cut open your uterus, and they float baby or babies to the top of your uterus. They also have an option for the surgery where they can go in with like little microscopes and do all the like corrections or like the entire procedure with like literal probes.
Yeah.
Like fetoscopic probes.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like
it's
who
crazy.
knew any of these advancements, this technology exists? But I had the surgery where they cut me open, they cut my uterus open, and they float little baby Howie to like the top of my uterus. And they don't pull him out all the way, but they float him to the top so that he's like outside of amniotic fluid, but still sort of in the uterus. And they operate on his back, on his spine. So it was like something like 8 surgeons in the room at the like top-notch surgeons, like
That's
all
incredible.
in the room at the exact same time.
Yeah.
They'd have an OB, they'd have like a pediatric surgeon, they had to have a neurosurgeon, they had to have something for baby, like a million different things. Anyways, we undergo this surgery, and it was the most intense shit of my life. Like I was under anesthesia the entire time. But there were so many risks involved, obviously. Like I had to sign so much papers, so much paperwork.
That's so scary.
Super scary. We had to make decisions on like if we would like resuscitate this child or not, or different circumstances.
Yeah, honestly.
Like how they would respond if like something were to go wrong in the surgery. Right. And I'm like, you tell me if something would go wrong. I don't know.
You're the doctor.
I don't know.
You're the professional.
Like, can you just like wake me up and ask me? Because I don't know right now.
Right. Game time decision.
Yeah. So that was hard. It was honestly, it was all hard, but I felt really good about like going into that decision of like doing the absolute most for him, doing the surgery, which was going to give him the most optimal chances at living the best life, which for him includes like better mobility chances, like being able to walk, and better like bladder and bowel function are really his primary concerns, because his spinal condition is sort of like as if you had a lower spine injury. Like if you were like a runner and like you had an injury to your lower spine, it impacts just the portion of your lower spine, which different levels of your spine carry out like different nerve signals and different functions in your body. So really all that's impacted on him is like his lower extremities. And it's so funny because it's like he has issues with his bladder and bowel, but then he has really strong quad strength. So he can move like his top portion of his legs really well, and his and then we're not so sure about like the ankles and the feet and the toes. But so it's like hit or miss. But
yeah,
the spine's so interesting.
Who knows? It's crazy.
Gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And the fact that they can like operate on like little babies at, well, what's the size of your 25-week babies? Like
not
like
very
squash?
big. Yeah, maybe if
maybe
that.
yeah, or like yeah.
Not very big though.
A tomato? Like a big.
I don't know. It's truly incredible that they can accomplish that.
It's incredible. And the fact that they're not like messing up like his entire spine or like creating like nerve damage throughout, like insane. So anyways, we had quite possibly like the best outcomes with all of this because we pursued everything, we researched everything. I underwent everything that we possibly could. And then they say after the fetal surgery that I have to deliver by C-section. So now I enter the chat of being a C-section sister. Shall you raising your hand? Yes.
20 weeks is the size of a banana or an artichoke.
Weeks. Did I say that?
Oh. Sorry, 25 is a zucchini or a rutabaga.
Sure. What's that?
Let's just go zucchini.
Cool.
I also was just gonna, give a little shout out to all the McDreamies out there who are the neurosurgeons, spinal surgeon. Shout out to you, McDreamies.
No, I had no hot doctors.
Lame.
I had some weird ass, big, tall Russian ladies. I felt pretty damn safe. You've got a foreign accent. Woo! I was happy to have. No, honestly, I think I had all but one male was operating. They were female. Was operating on me, and they were all young. They were so young. I was like, you hot young thing.
I'll be a little nervous.
Same.
I mean, obviously they're fresh out, they're knowledgeable, they know what they're doing. They wouldn't be there, but
they had like maybe they looked young. Like maybe they also have just like really hot dermatologist friends.
So they're
They
paying for some shit to look that good.
Yeah, but they do have to go through a lot of schooling and residency.
No, they definitely do, and they had a lot of like stuff hung up on their walls of like how many certificates they've had and awards. And I'm like, you've been through some years of
lots
practice, lots of experience. So I wasn't worried. And I was literally at like a top of the line facility. Like I was like, they don't hire
scrubs. No scrubs.
You technically had 2 C-sections within 6 weeks?
I had 2 C-sections with no, more than that. 9 weeks. I had my surgery and then 9 weeks later I delivered Howie. So I'll get into that all in a separate episode.
Part 2, baby.
The delivery and the aftermath, Howie in the NICU. Maybe I'll get into like how we named him and
I love his
postpartum.
Name.
Have we already talked about postpartum experiences?
Oh God, no. We have many postpartum episodes.
We have not talked about. Okay.
I mean, a little bit, but not like an actual episode about postpartum.
Woof. Okay. Yeah. So I am bearing everything. it's fun to get to be able to like talk to just like a microphone to my sisters, to my cousins, because I feel like we need these opportunities to just like connect back to like real world, and like
Absolutely.
I'm not just like living in my head internally, which I think is like a real experience of most mothers, especially first time moms. We internalize, we blame ourselves, we chalk things up to, you know, things that aren't real experiences. Everything. And it's nice to just like air some of our laundry out every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so this is like such a fun experience for me, just because
I'm so glad that you like that.
It's a little bit like healing. Like I feel like I get to, like, everyone knows my story in my personal life. Like everyone knows my story and everyone knows Howie and I's story, but they don't always know like the details of how I was feel. Like I'm gonna tell you about the day that I was going in for my C-section was one of the worst days of my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. And we'll get into that. We'll get into that next episode or whenever that happens. That was one of the worst days of my life. Worse than my diagnosis day. And I'll tell you.
I'm so sorry.
There's just like tune in. There's so much that happens in mommyhood, and I'm just so thankful to have you sisters to be a part of it with, and to get to talk through.
Yeah, I think I said it every episode, but this is just so huge of a. It wasn't even about like. Yes, it was about just reaching out to new moms or moms in general who just kind of feel alone or haven't like had that village or platform or anything. So I think just the fact that the 5 of us got pregnant all around the same time, we all 5 had babies, all 5 had C-sections. I was like, we've all had such crazy different experiences and stories, and I just feel like it's such a great opportunity to not only share our side but also just have that healing moment with each other, because the 5 of us, like, we are all so close, and we, you know, you do get stuck in that mommy brain and that just spinning wheel of anxiety, and it's just nice to have this and vent and let out our feelings. And that was kind of like, I hope that it makes a mom who's up at, you know,
feel more
2:30 in the morning listening to a podcast. I hope that you don't feel as alone, because sometimes that can be the loneliest time. So I'm gonna die on that hill. I just am so excited that we're doing this, even if it goes nowhere and nothing happens. Just to have this time with you guys means the world to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love you.
I love you guys.
I love you guys.
My family.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Mommy Mayhem, where we got to meet our sweet Hannah Jo. We'll see you bitches next time.
Yeah.